Hello, I'm Pastor Lynn with Zion Lutheran Church in Lewistown, Montana. I'm going to be showing you how to do Holy Communion at home while watching one of our worship videos. We know that this is a difficult time in our country right now, and that there are many of you who cannot come to worship with us in person. And it has been several months, and we're never sure when we're going to get all of our protocols released so that everyone can worship together again. And so we've come up with a way for you to have Holy Communion at home in the midst of worship. I want to emphasize the in the midst of worship piece. We practice in the Lutheran Church that Holy Communion takes place within the context of a worship service. And so our expectation is that you would watch and participate in the worship service that we provide online throughout. And then when it comes time for Holy Communion, that you will be able to take part in that as well. So I'm going to show you next how to set up your space. As we prepare to have worship at home, I have some invitation for you as well as some things that you will actually need. It's important, I think, to be intentional about your worship at home. I know many of you are doing that, watching the videos on your couch, or today I'm at my dining room table. So I've set out a green cloth because we are in the season of ordinary time, which is the season of green in the church year. Now, as we move into seasons like Advent or Lent or have some festivals, you might want to change that color out. Again, this piece is just an invitation, but it kind of sets the tone for worship. Another piece you might add is the lighting of a candle. So I have a candle here. We'll get that lit for our time of worship. Again, that piece is not required, but sometimes it sets the tone that this is an important time, just as we light the candles at church. Now, here are the pieces that you will actually need. You'll need something to watch the worship service on. I have a laptop here, but maybe you're watching it on your television at home. You will also need something to put your bread on. Now, I have a couple different choices of bread. I have soda crackers. That's what I just happen to have in my cupboard. You could use wheat thins. You could use rice thins, whatever kind of cracker that you like, that would be fine. Or you could use a piece of bread. I have just a slice, the heel of my loaf of sandwich bread. And I would suggest that you go ahead and get those pieces maybe torn into bite-sized pieces for the number of people that you will be serving in worship on that particular day. You will also need something to drink. Now, the suggestion is wine. I will tell you, I'm not much of a wine drinker. I generally don't have it in my house because if I open it, then it goes bad after a while. But I do have this little bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon because I add it to things like spaghetti sauce and stuff. So I have that, but maybe you have some nice wine, could be white or red. You could also use juice. I happen to have cran raspberry juice. That's what we have in our house. But if you have a grape juice, that would be fine as well. You can use any kind of glass that you like. You could use a wine glass. You could use a water glass. If you have something smaller, that would probably be good as well. And again, I would have you prepare ahead of time with the number of glasses that you need, and just pour enough for people to get. Now, think about the little glasses that we have at church. That's about all you really need. So just a little bit, enough that you can taste it. So you will get all of that prepared ahead of time as you get ready to watch the worship service. At this point, I'm going to show you a clip of the portion of the worship service that is the Holy Communion, where you'd be serving yourself. And so we'll watch that together and you'll be able to see what I do. Come to the banquet where Christ gives himself as food and drink. You may be seated. O Lamb of God, you bear the sin of all the world away. You suffered death our lives to save. Have mercy now, we pray. For those of you worshiping at home, I invite you to take your bread. This is the body of Christ given for you. I invite you now to take the cup. This is the blood of Christ shed for you. Thank you for joining me. I hope this video is helpful to you. We also have on our website some instruction that you can read about if you want to know more about having home communion. Again, if you would like me to come visit you, I can provide Holy Communion to you on your front porch if you would find that to be helpful. And we hope that very soon we will see each other again in the sanctuary. God be with you.